Dan.
Wicked!
Okay, I've never seen.
Cheers!
I refuse.
Hooray!
Stephen, do with it what you will.
That's right.
And now we are starting episode 79 of King Leon D&D.
You're 79. I heard you inhale and I instinctively went.
I have an announcement.
What's our announcement? Oh, it's a good announcement.
Our announcement is we are currently getting ready to celebrate 2 years of singing and storytelling.
Why are you so happy?
I'm so happy. And everything that we've been able to do since 2 August 27th ago. And so, to celebrate 2 years of King Leon D&D and all the fun and friendship that we have made along the way, last episode 78, I talked about our 2 bundles that we will be giving away, one on YouTube and one on TikTok. Our flagship giveaway that is going to be our main piece for this is Boop, right there.
Boop!
Boop! If you've been following along and if you celebrated our anniversary with us last year, we did a giveaway of tomes from Stevens Woodworks RVA. You can see one right there being held up by Salon and Misery.
The purple.
And I'm sure there's a Nemo Pilgrim one out there. Oh my gosh. And Gwendolyn. And we gave away a couple of those King Leon D&D tomes. This year, we are doing a bigger, better, badder version of that tome. First of all, note the 3-dimensional face going on that line.
Very cool.
Chris Stevens himself printed and painted that guy.
You're not lying.
I'm not. To make this King Leo D&D tome, it is all gold and black. It has a metal clasping clasp, as clasps tend to do.
Whoa.
And then the innards wonderfully hold a set of dice or 2, a pen, and then your minis down here at the bottom. A great and elaborate player's tome that you can flout?
Yeah, like a flaunt.
You can flaunt. You can flaunt at your table. It'll bring everything that you need for you. And I'm so sad to give it away because last year I ordered us some. This year I only got us the one. So this value, $120 right here from Chris Stevens Woodworks, is our main flagship giveaway. So follow along on our YouTube for this one and how we could potentially put that in your hands.
Can we win it?
That would be weird.
No.
And also, I think you asked that last year.
Question stands. I forgot what the answer was.
No.
Nice try.
But thanks, Chris.
Shoot!
Lone Star Texas boy.
Yes.
Stevens.
Thank you, Chris Stevens. That is it for the announcements for episode 79. Now, oh gosh, I skipped a step. Can we get... I was so disheveled.
Oh, a toast.
Can we get a toast from Rachel?
To defy gravity.
Yeah.
No!
To the western sky.
I refuse.
I'm thinking you're doing Frozen when you do that note.
It's the same.
Never pitch.
It's the same. Yeah.
Now then,
You
can
mean
we-
Edna Mazel.
Do we have a recap? Please,
And
Joey, give a
Sally's good
recap
at
to
both.
pose to somebody.
Oh, of a movie?
Yeah.
All right, I want you to recap Wicked.
Yeah.
What's Wicked about?
Oh man, I knew that was gonna happen. So,
Do you even know?
do you know
She knows it's
anything
Edna
about
Mazel.
it? So Edna Mazel stars as a misunderstood purple octopus lady.
Hello.
Who is mean, but not actually. She...
Is this Ursula's origin story?
No, it's
Oh,
Wicked.
okay, very
It's
different
Wicked.
purple.
Bro.
Yeah, but she similarly, she does have these 2 little pets that are eels.
Flotsam and Jetsam?
They happen whenever you fail your chaos test, and you have to become an eel instead of becoming an actual mage
Is this a Harry Potter?
for The Witcher.
Oh, it's The Witcher.
Yeah,
I haven't played it.
What's Wicked?
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, so when you fail your chaos magic, and it's just that Flotsam and Jetsam, her 2 chaos eels, were like her best buds in Chaos Academy, and it was really sad when they had to not be mages, and so she is trying to avenge the one who created the One Ring that caused all of this.
Yes, the wicked person.
Yeah, the wicked person is actually...
That's right, I was just...
But no, that's true. The wicked person is actually
Don't give her hints.
Lord Sauron, and he's green. with envy.
This is a wide-reaching film.
So purple and green.
Where does the music come
Genre
from?
defining.
He's a giant purple people eater.
Why is she? You said he was green
Yeah, he's green
and eats
and
purple
eats
people.
purple people.
I
It's
see.
really like specifically
I see.
discriminatory.
He only
I've
eats
never
giant
seen purple
purple people.
And she's purple.
And yeah,
How does
and she's not wicked. He's wicked.
purple people.
How does defying gravity fit into it all?
Oh, that wasn't my thing.
What?
that
just
was
did a
Rachel's
recap.
toast.
That's
Do I have to connect them?
Well, that's
the
from
song.
Wicked.
It's from Wicked.
It's like the flagship song from
She doesn't
Wicked.
know that.
Yeah.
People use
How
the
would I
term
know? I've
flagship
never
a lot.
seen it.
Yeah, I guess.
What does flagship actually
It's the ship in the front of all the ships leading them with the flags.
Yeah. University of South Carolina, flagship like all of South Carolina.
This is the third time today.
I just, in the startup world, people say flagship all the time, and I'm like, I don't think this means what
I'm
you
pretty
think
sure
it
that's
means.
what it is.
It's also
Grab it.
like tent pole. Your tent pole.
Yeah, your
item.
tadpoles.
It's like the leading
I always think of
charge.
tadpoles.
You just have
Yeah.
used it twice
I did.
tonight.
As soon as I said it, I was like, I already said this word.
It's like the thing you hang all your other things on.
It's the flagship song
Yeah.
of Wicked, so.
Yeah, the
Or
flag.
plumb line.
Well, then the flagship eel really.
Yeah.
It begs the question.
Yeah.
We have the internet.
You just have to find that balance.
Yeah.
You there?
You know, it's very like yin and
I don't
yang.
know.
Have y'all caught up on the Witches yet?
No.
No.
So
We're not-
I know.
Michael, we're not friends right now. We're playing
You
D&D.
watching?
I'm glad you
So,
got that down.
let's go ahead and recap episode 78.
I just did that.
I'm lost.
I can do
That's what
it.
you missed.
You got it.
Dylan will do it.
Fill in.
We had just left the Cave of Wonders with Mr. B. That was in the not
Mr.
last
B's
episode, the
Wonderful.
previous one. And so we headed off towards the Citadel. And upon approaching the Citadel, Thelen, myself, began tracking what we believed to be Tari Bod's tracks. And then Lorelith climbed up over a hill to go and see the Citadel, and there were 6 guards. What type of people were they?
Drow.
Purple people?
They were
Frasier.
And women.
Frasier. There were 6 Frasier standing there who appeared to be waiting for us. Long story short, we were relieved of our duties.
That's right.
And told that we had done a grand job,
Wonderful.
and that a shipment of dust glass would be shipped to the city that we came from, that I have
Populous.
forgotten the name of. Populous.
Possibly in a flagship.
They seemed kind of sketchy. What?
Well, I was going to say, no, I've forgotten her name, but the woman that we came here with.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Treya, Lilith?
Treya insisted we were paid in glass instead of money.
yeah.
Yes.
But you love that.
That's on brand for her.
And Laura felt fairly uncomfortable. She left and told us that. And then we saw that we went back up to them, and they had some damn fear that they were controlling. And then Jacques was released as well and kind of pushed through the crowd. And then we decided to go and chase after Tari to see where that led. And that is where we ended. Am I missing anything, crew? I don't think so.
The charmed Damphir? No, you said that.
Yeah, I just didn't say they were charmed.
She was meditating. Jacques is being
good.
a scaredy cat.
Jacques is
Yeah,
hiding.
that's about it.
You left Chris with
Chris is
Jacques on the
staying.
boat.
Chris is with Jacques.
They're on a boat.
Did they go to a boat?
We're in the midst of them leaving to get
They
on
have a
the
boat
boat.
too.
Just for my sake too, is y'all's motivation to get Chris onto this boat as well, like protect Chris, let's not bring him into danger
Yeah,
in the
correct.
situation. Okay, y'all were like just so adamant.
I
about,
know
like,
he's sad, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. Just good for me to know. Was curious.
And I didn't want to.
So now I won't kill him because you tried to.
Thanks.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah.
I did want to shake Chris's hand and say like guarding any life is very humble. Give him a handshake.
And I will try my absolute best to keep Jack safe. Thank you.
It's good that you picked up on the accent too. That does help with the
It's very contagious.
strength. Amen.
Great.
Do we have time for a rest?
So, maybe.
The dragon is waking up now. What do you mean?
There's no
time for
magical
us?
awakening.
What
happening
dragon is it?
that I
Is
can
this
sense.
is this Strassel? Is this Strassel? Because is Drenton a dragon?
No.
No, he's a
He's a
god. So the dragon they're waking up is probably Strassel, right? Give him the old
Strazzle
Strazzle Dazzle.
Strazzle dazzle.
Mhm.
Gosh. No idea how I spelled that.
The
SR.
correct spelling is SZRAZEL.
I got it wrong immediately.
The Crimson Cinder Red Dragon.
Nah, that's not Strazzle.
Well, why did I write that?
I thought he was a different dragon.
Well, I wrote a list of the dragons, and I wrote for Strazzle, I wrote the Crimson Cinder Red Dragon.
Oh. Maybe I'm wrong.
I
Hey!
feel as though I'm probably more likely to be wrong.
Maybe.
Not if you have a list of them right there.
Strazzle, the Crimson Cinder.
Which one did you think
I believe
he
you
was?
on that one. No,
The
I remember
Crimson Chin.
intentionally walking through that list with you, so that would be accurate.
Dragonborn
Which
god.
one did you think he was? What color
Valessa.
did you think he was?
I think I would have guessed blue because of the name Strazzle, but
Lunogo. Crackler
Lunogo's
wings.
definitely a blue dragon, so yeah. Cool. Anyway, yeah, so now y'all are still on the path out of sight. As you can see Chris and Jacques walking down the hill off towards a couple of boats that y'all have roped off by the river. And so, as they leave to go do that, Thelen has the lead of some tracks that he is certain and confident are Tari Bod's, as she came out after y'all's fight, pretty wounded and weak, to then scope out the citadel.
As we're walking, Tuli says, yeah, Loyalith, I think, if I remember correctly, and she's kind of like in her annoying academic tone, but she was saying,
Very
like,
magic school bus. According to my research.
yes, according to my research, Strazzle was the dragon, the Crimson Dragon that was corrupted by Drenton and brought to the plane of Apori. And I remember that Drenton, that was a huge win for him. I remember we had statues to Strazzle down in Apori. The big cities all had a statue to him.
The flagship float in the parade.
He was the flagship dragon for Drenton and the flagship in the parade. You know the one. And so probably you're right. If they're raising a dragon connected to Drenton, it's probably Strazzle. And he is a red dragon. Do we know anything about red dragons?
I've said red dragon 3 times now.
Yes.
Can.
Red dragon.
Does anyone know anything about red dragons? And I would also like to think if I know anything about red dragons.
What? It's red.
It is red. Go ahead and do a history check, as this would be in your studies at the academy.
25.
Okay, and then Lorelith, your favorite enemy is Celestials, is that right? Not dragons? Yes. Cool.
La 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 la.
What? I'm so sorry. What did you ask
Your,
me?
your favorite enemy is Celestials, not dragons, is that right? Like gods, that was your whole thing?
Yes. Let
I'm
me
just trying
double
to track
check.
through
Let me
if anybody else would know dragon things.
double check.
That one wouldn't,
It's
right?
in my
'Cause those aren't really
proficiencies,
animals.
right? Nope, it's not in my proficiencies.
Favorite enemy would be in features and traits.
Features and traits.
What'd you roll, by the way?
25.
Okay.
Red Dragon.
It's pronounced red dragon. Got it. Okay. That sounded like Matthew Mercer's voice. That's crazy. I wonder if he did their voice lines. No, it was a joke. 25? Okay, go ahead.
Celestials and monstrosities.
Okay, great. Not dragons. You're good.
Monstrosities are monsters in the strictest sense.
So, red dragons are fire damage associated. Their breath is fire damage, and also they're resistant to fire damage. And then also you just generally know that different stages of adulthood make dragons even more powerful. However, you've never in any of your studies or heard anything about like what would happen if a dragon was brought back from the dead. At the academy, you also know, though, that Strazzle's body is kept in Apori. And so, currently, you are not in Apori. And so, if there were going to be a dragon brought back here, immediately, like, some notes are going off in your mind that's like, oh, probably a different dragon.
Oh. Guys, it's probably a different dragon.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what was the one that we couldn't identify the one that we saw down here though?
The bones.
The bones?
Correct.
Corrupted bone.
Do we think it's the bones though?
What?
They were trying to erase it.
Yeah, they were trying to raise the bones.
Did we have any hints from the prophecies of what color the dragon was?
You're the keeper of the notes. So you would be the one to know
I
that.
don't remember any colors. in
As
any of
Rachel
those.
feels the weight and burden of.
I know. There was
Um,
something about the shadow of their wings. Maybe.
Ooh, the dragon's wing.
Here's what we
What?
know. Anyway.
Dragons don't count as monstrosities,
Mm-mm.
but they're almost never benign.
As we're walking, also, I can do this separately as we continue, but I have pulled out the magic rod from Apori, and or the magic rod that connects to Apori, and I'm just like observing it because I'm thinking if they're trying to like create some kind of portal to Apori, I wanted to see if there's any way I could use this to like counteract it, or like two magnets connecting will explode. I don't know,
Sure.
something like that.
Great. Do an Arcana check as you're looking over the rod as well.
Okay, and then I keep taking.
And then, Thelen, just make a survival check as you're tracking some of these tracks.
As you're tracking them tracks.
17.
Okay.
Trick dragon.
16.
16. Okay, great.
Dragging the tracks.
Thelen, as you lead the party off towards the side, I would like everybody to make a stealth check as you were following these tracks on, I will say, a very trained assassin's tracks through a pretty precarious set of rocks on the cliffside.
I have
makes a good
advantage.
point.
Should I roll again?
On survival?
Yeah.
Only when you, I think you only have advantage on that when you use your shift ability.
Oh man, I got a freaking
Yeah, that's
nat
true.
20, bro.
That's got it.
If you want to shift to do that. Okay.
I don't even think I can.
Similar to Loreleth, I got a 9.
The nugget of glory.
Can I use the
That's fine.
new dice and not claim them? My dice are bad like all the time.
Did you already roll?
No,
Which new dice?
Hey,
From
the
the...
pretty ones.
Show them someone
Oh,
that
the
looks
very
like
pretty ones?
Like
Stevens.
that.
Sure, you can pass those.
Steven.
Here, you,
They're
you
still
could-
yours.
Why
I'm
are you
not
granting
going
Well,
to.
these are like mine.
These are like Stevens.
I got a
You
15.
think they're weighted? You think they're?
I'm not asking for the stealth checks yet.
Well, I
Sorry.
Well, everyone was
I
saying
don't.
them. So.
I also remember I studied it before, and I remember I also got a scroll of plane shift,
Yes.
which is like a 7th level spell.
Yes.
So I can't use it.
You could use the scroll. You could burn the scroll.
Scroll.
It would go away.
But the rod would not.
The rod would remain.
The rod has. I used the spell in conjunction with the rod to open a portal to
You
Apori.
could do that.
Probably wouldn't want to do that, but
Okay.
would be wondering, can I reverse it?
Sure.
But
Right.
anyway.
Okay.
Put
So,
that thing down.
sorry. As you're following Thelen and he's leading through these tracks, that I asked for everybody to make a stealth check. Okay.
Oh, now make one.
So
Got
no,
it.
not remake them. I wasn't ready to hear the responses shouted out while I was also talking with other people about other things.
I was excited about what I rolled.
Okay, so
It was
Dan
a
wasn't.
freaking nat 20.
I'm very
really
excited
was.
for Sally's nat 20. That's going to count for 2 successes in the full contest that we're looking at right now. Okay.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, not at all.
I feel like I need to share something.
Okay.
I googled what animal has the best sense of smell. Because I was like, if I want to shift, I want to shift into
Oh, I
that.
can't wait. Is it a pig?
Shifting
Is it
and
a pig?
shape shifting are different.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
yeah.
not gonna do it
But
because
okay.
the animal is an elephant.
Very
Because the animal is an
Real quick for your
elephant.
sake, your
Very
race is a shifter, and so you can go shifting, which is when your eyes
For free?
For you can do this like once or twice a day, separate from your animal shifting.
$20
So
in
it's
the
not wild
pocket.
shape, it's
No,
just shifting.
it's just
shifting.
So you can do that, and it would give you advantage on your survival
For
check.
things.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do that.
Great. So go ahead and do that and roll again.
Roll high.
I rolled a 9.
No! 27.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
There we go. All right. Good to know. We have 2 successes on that stealth check because
You
of
said
Sally.
mine counted as 2.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
because of
talking
Sally.
about yours.
I thought you were counting clowns as the
No, not at all. Everyone,
Stop
Sally.
saying stuff like that. It sounds so sarcastic.
All right, everyone, let's all pay attention to Sally getting her natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
It's hard to have conversations with him sometimes.
We can't move on.
Joey, what was your stealth
Please
check?
stop talking. 15.
Okay, great. Tuli,
Nice.
Were we allowed to roll
13.
it?
Okay. Gwendolyn.
These are hard to read.
Is it gonna be bad?
It's a 2.
That's not good.
So a
There's no
5.
0?
All right, Thelen, stealth
These aren't
check.
better.
That's what I just did.
I thought that
27.
was your survival check.
Make that be your survival
Yes,
check.
do a separate stealth check.
2 again.
Oh, do a stealth check.
Yes.
I don't. That's an 11.
Okay.
But let me see what
There's
my
the
things
20.
are.
Okay.
I think my stealth is a 5.
Great.
No, it's a 2. So
And Steven rolled a
13.
9.
Okay, great.
And I.
I have dark vision.
And I got a robe.
Wow, guys, thanks. It's a really cool robe.
Okay.
Sorry.
As y'all are moving through, a couple of people loosen up some rocks, and you can see a couple larger, maybe bowling ball sized stones end up rolling down the side of the hill. As your eyes perk up and look towards the horizon of this hill, up towards where y'all were coming from, you don't see anybody peek over or notice you all, but you can imagine that that sound might have stuck out and it might be raising some attention, though none has been drawn specifically to you. Then, Thelen, you have a very tight sense of these tracks, and you can even see a more specific and intentional step pattern leading through the second half of this path that you're going through, that if everyone followed your lead on, would help everyone kind of maintain a better footing throughout, because you rolled so high. And so, for this last part of managing around this hillside, have everybody roll a stealth check again with advantage.
With advantage.
Can I tell everyone to step in my steps?
That's what I'm going along with, that you're leading them down this path.
Since I have advantage, does that mean I get to roll 3 times?
Nah, sorry.
Dang.
If I want to, can I roll 4 times?
So I rolled a
Sure.
2.
Oh, that's better.
11. Another nat 20.
20?
That's
Oh, wait.
great.
You
You got it.
said with advantage?
Yeah.
Everyone.
I rolled a natural 1 and then a 13.
Everyone with
That's with your
advantage.
modifiers and everything.
A 15.
No, my 11's still better.
All right, your total roll, 15,
11.
11.
20.
Okay,
30.
12.
okay.
22.
22, great.
12. Dirty.
Okay, great.
Dirty 12.
Shaken, not stirred.
Okay, you all get to the final edge of this kind of hillside. Before you can get around to the back of the citadel, you turn a corner. Can I get somebody, one person, to roll a perception check?
I will.
Yeah, yours is the
Because he has plus 10.
So
Is that actually what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took the
24.
feat. Okay, great.
Okay.
For the sake of the story, let's say you were the last person in line as going through. You were holding the rear. And as you look back, you can see a couple of the drow guard had just peeked down the hillside. Whether they noticed you or not, you're not sure, but their attention was drawn around the side. And then the rest of the party and you as you join them then get towards the back, where Thelen can see that this trail leads around to a point on the back walling. And then there's a bit of rubble towards it where you can see a climbable part of this wall on the back end of this hillside, where Tari has pretty obviously gone.
I want to mage hand a stone in the opposite direction of us.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make it go.
Throw it.
Okay.
No, he's
And then I join the rest.
I'm going to roll a deception check on your behalf.
Can I help? Because I can also cast Mage Hand. So if I see you doing that, maybe I come up to be like, can I help? And we try to like do it as far away as possible.
Okay, great. I'll do 2 with advantage.
It's so far that they don't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do it so
Well, we didn't
well.
think anyone was there, but there are 2 people just playing with rocks at the bottom of the hill.
You hear Jock go, ow!
Aww.
The rocks bounce in the boat, sink the boat, and then go to the boat.
Chris and Jacques.
Chris is like, they wanted me to live. They wanted me to live.
Chris is like, this is my most important job.
Wow, this is what I was made for. Drowning.
Okay. Around the corner, you see the path. You see the part of the wall that's climbable. No clue what's on the other side yet. You're the only one who notices this. So what would you do?
I'm the only one that notices the wall.
Where the path, where Tari's tracks go,
Okay.
and in that part of the wall, yeah.
Is there a rope or any sort of recognition that she did climb it? Like, do her footsteps clearly like disappear?
Do a perception check.
Oh, that's great. That's a 19 plus whatever, so over 20.
Yeah, the tracks end right at the base of some of this kind of decrepit part of the wall, where there's a lot of obvious like foot and hand holds that you could use to climb.
Okay.
Very natural instinct for you to see that and say that she went over the wall.
Okay.
Just free-handing it.
Yeah.
Free soloing?
It
Yes.
looks like she went up. Do we have any rope?
I think everyone has like 1,000,000 feet of hempen rope.
Him.
I would suggest, what would we roll here? Acrobatics?
For what?
For climbing the wall?
I have my scarf.
It would be athletics.
You do have your scarf.
Not the 1,000 thread count.
1,000 thread count.
1,000 thread count.
That was made by hand. Do you know how hard it is to hand thread it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't have any rope.
day.
That's wrong.
I feel like Thelen would suggest, if anyone's a good climber,
Me.
could you climb up
Oh
and
my god.
tie a rope for assistance or something like that? So
Yeah,
that
I got
we
you.
can follow.
Are you actually?
Acrobatics, yes.
It's
It's
athletics.
athletics.
No! I'm terrible at that.
No, me too.
However, Misery's confidence
I can
does
jump
not
from the
back
top.
down. No.
I have +6 athletics.
Oh, great.
Quick, quick,
That
quick,
makes
should
quick.
do it.
Strong.
Yeah, mine's
Body
-1.
strength.
Like a bull.
Strong
Like a
What, your
bear.
athletics pretty bad?
Bear's like a bull.
Yes.
-4, that's
No.
what I'm guessing.
+1.
Ah, that's better than mine.
Oh yeah, mine's
Yours are
+0.
Yeah,
Mine's
mine's
0. I can do back.
Gwendolyn, are you leading the charge with an athletics?
Quinn, could you climb up there and
Yes.
tie a rope for us?
Could probably run up the wall.
Okay.
If,
We'll
yeah,
keep watch.
if Misery is okay with not. But he could.
Oh, he's
I
kicking.
can't.
Two
I
says-
that I can't.
Who says, I'll go last. I'm like not super great at climbing, but also if like Tari tries to spring any traps, maybe I can like counter them or like shoot something long distance from the bottom.
Or shooter.
I'll
With
just
my
shoot her.
gun. Okay, so Gwendolyn could do an athletics check for me.
I mean, it's like a slab though, so it's probably more balanced.
The wall is about 40 feet high. So you were climbing on up there.
We're all like this.
Did we bring a crash
Dice?
pad with us? Or?
Oh my
Gosh, we can be the crash band.
That's an
Really hard to
18. Let's
read.
freaking go.
It's really hard to read.
24.
24. They're really hard to
Oh,
read,
show.
aren't they?
It
Like,
makes
look
you
at
pick
that.
it up. It makes you get really involved.
Right. Right. And then I like can't focus.
Okay, great.
24.
Okay, so y'all see it in a matter of about 5 minutes. Gwendolyn is able to climb up with the rope kind of tied off on her, so she can still use all of her hands and feet.
All of them? How many you got?
Six,
Like-
6 of each.
To get up to the top. Gwendolyn, make a perception check when you get up to the top of the wall.
What do you perceive, Gwen?
What do your bare eyes see?
Tari tracks.
Wow, can you reach it?
Don't tell me what I can't do.
You must break through the shrubbery.
Can't read the dice. That's
I can't read the dice. 15.
Okay, great. You can see the actual citadel on the other side of this wall. The main flagship building.
no.
That'll be my last one. The main building on the inside of these walls.
Flag building.
However, between you and that building, you can see a couple different like mausoleum style buildings that are set up. And then every once in a while, as you're standing there, you can see a patrol of a Freyja with some of these enslaved Damfir on a form of patrol or defensive line, just kind of wandering through and keeping track. There's maybe anywhere between 5 to 10 of these different buildings as you're kind of looking across, but then they start to get blended in with one another.
And each one has people guarding it, or just periodically
Occasionally
we see
you can
them,
just see them walking
monitoring,
around, yeah.
hall monitoring.
Yes. Who will be climbing this rope that she's going to then fix next?
What do we need for climbing?
Athletics.
Still athletic?
It's going to be with advantage because of the rope.
I'm staying cautiously at the back, just kind of observing and
Okay.
watching and seeing how good the rock went.
I want to go because I'm sad.
If I roll poorly, can I fly up
Why do you want me to roll this?
Maybe.
Like, can I choose to turn into something else?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Depends on
You're
how
an
badly you roll.
elephant.
Yeah, definitely
You gonna
not
roll?
all of it.
Athletics with advantage?
With advantage?
Yeah.
All
'Cause there's
elephants
a
are
rope.
bad at flying except that one specific
Oh, you didn't have to
elephant.
use it for your roll. I just meant to see how hard to roll it
I'm
was.
doing it.
Okay.
What does it
Give me
say, Joey?
From there? I don't
What does it say, Joey? Read it.
Is that a 5?
Michael can't even tell.
It's a
Yeah,
what?
it's a 5. I got an 8 the first time. So that's 8.
8 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I fall down and
You
die.
make it up the rope,
my
but you have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh!
So as you climb up,
a lot.
it's a long way to climb, and by the time you're up there, you can just feel the soreness in both of your arms. And so you have a disadvantage on ability checks, and your speed is halved.
Damn.
Next.
That's so many levels.
Whoa!
Is it spider webs or crucifixes?
I don't, all of the above.
Do the walls continue
Yes.
down to the side?
Mm-hmm.
But there weren't any tracks down
Wait, this one really does look crucifixy.
Next
I
person
think
for
they're
climbing.
crucifixes.
Doesn't that take 2 days to come back?
Maybe.
They are.
I feel like that one would,
Yeah,
would
look
climb.
at this one when
Okay,
it's
go
bigger.
ahead.
Oh gosh.
Bruh.
Must be good. Yes, that's a 15, so that would be a 14.
Oh my gosh. This is definitely crucifixes.
14.
14. Okay.
Total.
You successfully climb up. You don't get any levels of exhaustion.
Yes.
Next.
I'll go.
Okay. Athletics check with advantage.
18.
Great. You successfully climb up. No levels of exhaustion.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm a druid.
I'll go next.
Monkey arm.
Okay.
Did it.
Okay. Athletics check.
I should have turned into a
Oh,
silver.
that's a 3.
Did you roll again?
16.
Okay. That is a successful check. No levels of exhaustion. I
Nice.
believe our last person. Little fish boy.
Oh no.
Can a fish climb a
How
rope?
do you get a 0?
Fish
Or
boy.
Willie Flounder.
Or Willy
Flounder. I hardly know her.
Willy Flound.
Shout
Do I
out
have
Australia.
advantage?
Oh, that's so funny.
Did you hear it? Did you hear the joke that I made?
Oh, this is
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you laugh?
I love you very much.
Did you laugh?
Oh, it was only 18. Goodness gracious.
Then what?
Well, don't worry, because the first thing I rolled was a nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
But on my second roll, I rolled a 2.
I knew it. I knew the way it was going.
Yes! 10 levels!
That is going to be.
But with my athletics modifier, that's a 3.
That's more than mine. Or
That
that
is going to be 3 levels of exhaustion.
Wow.
Where do I mark that?
Go to conditions.
Go to conditions.
We have to rest in one of these boxes.
Eventually.
Oh, 3 is bad.
Nemo is the last person to get a rope. You see him come up with the absolute most level
Drenched
of
in
sweat,
sweat.
and shaky arms
Oh,
as
buddy.
he has disadvantage on all ability
How
checks.
high up was the thing?
Nemo, you
40
look like
feet.
a real fish out of water.
Could you blink halfway
Yeah,
up?
I should have appeared halfway up when I realized it was going to be hard. Oh well.
Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Blech.
As you get up, it took everything within you physically to get up this rope.
Bad.
Where's exhausted?
It's at the very bottom
Oh, I see.
because it has levels.
Well, that's cool. When did that happen?
Where is it?
Condition.
You're gonna have to say that again. I'm so sorry.
No, I mean, just the summary is you have
It's just bad.
disadvantage on ability
You can also
checks.
look at it.
Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage
Under
on attack
action.
rolls and saving
Conditions.
throws.
Good. Good thing I was already really good at those.
You do have some magical abilities that buff all of them, but
That's true.
yes, this does not help at all. The next level is hit point maximum halved, which it was a natural 1 in that situation,
Wow.
but advantage really kept you away from that. Anywho, a rope has really bested this group, as climbing up has been physically exhausting. It's a very long way up, and it does tax the body a lot to do that, and a lot of you are not trained well in doing that, and so you're feeling the weight of that. You get up to the top of it, and you're able to climb down on the opposite side as well. This incorporated that to it, and you use this rope to then be able to descend, but scaling the walls of a citadel is not an easy task, and so the ways that you all were able to then get through it has taken an extra weight on your body, but that did not entail any type of fight. You're on the inside. You see mausoleum buildings structured out around you, and then occasionally, as Gwendolyn has pointed out, this is guarded and being watched over. What are y'all doing?
Tuli's gonna whisper, should we make like a hut in one of the mausoleums?
Like
And,
a big hut or a tiny hut?
Like your hut, whatever size it is.
It's called tiny hut.
Okay, tiny hut. And like rest out for a minute.
How long is a long rest in the hut?
8 hours, like normal.
It takes 8 hours in the hut?
Yeah.
A long rest.
It doesn't do anything
Short rest
special
of, like,
except
an
give us
hour.
a safe place.
Yeah.
Does short rest
It's an hour.
help with exhaustion?
Mm-hmm. A
No?
long rest.
But a long rest would though?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But
I'm
we
fine.
couldn't wake up to a dragon being here after a long rest.
I'm
That's the
fine.
danger,
Nemo is in a bad place. Saving throws wise, you don't really make it. Oh, you do that. You sneak attack.
How do you guys feel in terms of like your spellcasting ability capacity right now?
Garbage, but we'd have to long rest for that to come back.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what she's talking about doing.
Nemo's just laying face down.
I'm fine.
He is resting.
I have all of my second level spell slots left.
I'm okay, but I mean, is it better to long rest and risk something getting worse, or go in there and be and not stand a chance
I
against
don't know if
Ari?
we have time for this to wait till tomorrow.
I think we're out of time.
Okay.
We must risk it.
And don't worry, God never gives you anything that you can't handle.
Oh my gosh.
Probably gives his strongest shoulders his toughest battles.
Having died 3 different times.
Guess I have to die.
Food wouldn't do anything for exhaustion.
For healing.
I was gonna say, does like cure wounds or any kind of healing spell do anything for exhaustion? He's fainting like a woman from a Jane Eyre novel.
He's face down in the dirt.
My menses!
Doesn't hurt.
The stereo.
What is the name of that spell?
Because I can
There's
cook
cure wounds, and there's
Healing word.
more.
Wounds
yes,
cure.
there's one more in addition to that. I think it's
Snap out of it.
Inflict wounds.
gosh.
Something touch?
There's a saying
Wounds,
where I come
healing
from.
word.
All right, guys, we got. Okay, I'll make a deal with you. Okay, DM Dan.
I don't know that he's open to
Oh
making
my
deals.
Make a deal.
I'm gonna cook my special food. Okay,
Yep.
with a short rest. It's 1d8 of hit points.
Yeah.
If they roll a 6 or higher,
No.
they lose 1 level of exhaustion.
No.
That's
It's-
like 80% chance.
What?
So that's
What
like a
good?
20%
Like
chance.
you're telling me you cook such a good fish that I'm not tired anymore?
No,
Like,
that's
my
not getting rid of
muscles
all
stop
of it.
You made
aching?
really good salmon last week. What are you talking
It's
about?
not getting rid of
Yeah,
all of
and it
it.
cured somebody's like muscle
Talk
like
about
It
vein.
how
makes you more
good it
tired. How much
was.
omega is in fish
Yeah.
A lot.
to help with soreness?
Like an omega.
He ate so many almonds.
Would it be?
Greater restoration. That's it. Maybe lesser restoration does. If you have like,
Frig.
greater restoration as a spell, you can
Frig.
remove.
Fragging my frigate.
What if we kill Pilgrim?
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. What if we just killed the two that are exhausted and they build new characters?
Well, I was gonna say,
It's
what
probably
if the
the best
stone
place
brings
to
him back?
start.
He'll be completely no more Zapdos.
Not even that, just a new character. But Misery's
He
tired
was
too, so
super
what if we just
dead when
kill
we
both
brought
of
him
them? Whole new character.
He's only
Should we risk
mostly
the
dead.
8 hours?
We'd have to like meet the new characters and there's like backstory.
We should probably not risk the 8 hours, I think. Even
Yeah, that's the
No, I think
Nemo,
we can do fine.
how do you feel about
We'll be
dying?
fine. We'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He's
Been
already
there,
died
done that.
today. Or yesterday. He died yesterday.
We'll be fine. Thalon is watching the patrols to try and
Okay.
time their rotations
Yes.
to see when we can move into some of the mausoleums.
Okay, make a perception check.
Can we see like their scope of view?
Right now they have a gray exclamation
That's
point.
that one. That did terrible.
Okay.
Unless
I want to do the same
there's
thing.
Roll
noise.
because you're sunlight.
get a
Perception?
character
Down here in the dark.
That's exactly what
That's
it is.
exactly it.
perceiving from the ground.
Ah!
You see dirt?
25!
If you
And I'm
shift.
still shifted.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
25.
Okay.
20.
Okay, great.
I beat you.
13.
You see the dirt so closely. So as you two kind of scope out together, you
But
both
not really.
step out and go around the corner, kind of watch where a couple of the guards are going. You can see that there's one particular building, one of these mausoleums, that the doors are shut. However, that there's actually stationed guards in front of it that none of the other buildings have. And then you can also see a pattern in the patrols that seem to be centralized around this one particular entrance. You also have sense of the timing and nature of that, where you could get up to the guarded building where none of the other patrols would notice. However, you still have to deal with the problem that there are 2 drow in armor with swords at their sides standing before the front of that centralized building.
What's the closest other mausoleum?
20 feet.
Could we get to that one undetected?
Likely. Depends on your party's ability to stay quiet.
We're historically not very good at that.
This guy.
Nemo. How good are you at deceiving people?
I'm exhausted.
Why are you
I
asking him?
don't love it, but I like to think I have a way with achieving what I want from people.
Here's my thought. People are trying to bring gods back, right?
Right.
Gods can do crazy things.
Right.
They can even talk to you in your brain. Can you pretend to be a god to distract them? Is that crazy?
No.
Certainly not crazy. I would have to see them to do this, so...
Can't we see them? We can all see them, right?
You can get in range
They
to
did
see
it
them.
in the Road to El Dorado.
I am dread. Right.
I just...
So we want them to see us while we pretend to be gods.
No.
They know who we are.
You can... Is it possible for Pilgrim to see them without them seeing him?
Yeah.
She's dead.
Subterfuge. Right.
I want to trick them
Right.
into them thinking that they hear a god in their head to make them go do something that walks away from the mausoleum, because
Right.
I figured out when the patrol is gone. So I can get up there. There's just 2 people
Yes.
on the way.
I look at Pilgrim and say, we could,
It's
and then I
ice.
say, I could mage hand another rock.
Nemo's
Listen.
very aware of his lack of ability to do this very expertly at this time.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So tired.
Another question. Yeah, just sleepy. Misery.
Yeah.
You have a way with your
Schwartz.
loot
Okay. Yep.
to
I'm very convincing.
distract and convince people to do things.
I'm very distracting.
Do you
Look.
think you could do that
Got him.
enough for Thelen and I to be able to
How many people
get
are we
into
talking
that
about?
mausoleum? Just 2.
Yeah, I can do that easy.
How far are we from them?
Right now, maybe like 40 to 60 feet. Y'all haven't gotten to that closest building yet.
So we would have to wait for the patrol to be in between shifts, right?
Not,
Isn't that what
it's
you
not
were saying?
shifts, but like in their patrol when
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
best
yeah.
gap, yes.
So we're
We
just
have
trying to
to-
break into the one that's guarded right now. We're not trying to get past to the
Because
citadel.
none of the other ones are guarded.
No, I agree. I'm just making sure I'm clear. We're not trying to get to the citadel.
Felon has. Oh, gosh, never mind.
I don't think so. I
Okay.
think I would rather see what's in this mausoleum first.
Yeah, that's fine. Julie's on board.
Because there's a chance. I mean, we don't know that Lilith is in the Citadel.
Julie goes and sits with Nemo and tries to help him let his chi flow.
Wow.
Gee.
She like encourages him to kind of like sit up and be like, shows him a meditative position and is trying to help him be mindful of the flow of chi in his body to rely on that rather than typical energy that our bodies use.
Wow. So, is anyone against my plan, Felon?
So you're.
If I get close enough, I can also make it smell like a skunk. Right next to them.
Okay.
And we all know what that's.
A quadrillion.
Look a rock, gosh!
I think that our best bet,
Skunk god.
It's definitely the skunk.
as
What is
much
happening?
as it pains me to say this,
Having a stroke.
is Misery distracting them with his song
Well, here's.
so that we can go in
Yeah.
between
And I don't
patrols.
even. We don't have to take a risk here, because I'll go talk to them. I'll play them a song, and If it works, if I can charm them, then they can just let us in or whatever. But if it doesn't work, then...
But we have to do it
we'll
while
use the
the patrol... Sure, if it doesn't work, we use the skunk. But we have to... There's a very specific window of time in which we have to do this.
Yes,
Why?
we do have this.
Because the patrol people are like making loops, and we just have the window of time between them.
I
not
need a
being in
minute.
this
We have Joffrey,
exact
so you can
area.
do it. Does he have a minute?
I
Did
need
we
a minute.
recognize that?
Yes, they're within the time it takes the guards to be around. You've recognized at this point that there's multiple guards on patrol around, but the gap between them is somewhere between 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
You're gonna use your guitar.
Can maybe group them up. Yeah, I'm gonna use my guitar.
You're gonna use that wooden pick I made you on like episode 2.
Did you make me
I made you a
Episode
pick.
2?
Of course, I've been using it the whole
Like
time.
my episode 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, you weren't even here,
Yeah.
episode 2.
If misery charms them, should we all try and go in just in case there's something in there that you need help with?
Well,
I feel like someone should stay...
We should sneak into the one next door.
What? What?
The closest mausoleum. We should try and get close, but not go in and crowd the other one.
Oh, I was gonna say some people should stay outside and keep watch in case this is a trap and someone locks us in there or something.
Okay,
If we all got in there,
go for it.
Okay. Who wants to go with me? The two of us?
Sure, because I'm not exhausted. Yes,
I'm not exhausted either.
let's do it.
I'll stay with,
I'm pretty exhausted.
you know. Is there anything?
We had no idea.
Is there any like thing creative I can do, or is exhaustion just like too crazy?
If
Like
you
the
were to
cheese stuff?
spend, if you were doing that over a short rest, I would let you make a check for it. So if you're willing to sit here within the walls of the Citadel for an hour, muscle massage.
I was gonna say, Tully's like, I have
Does
never
anyone
given a
have a
massage,
foam roller?
but
like,
I feel like if I did this,
yes, and then I start being like,
I appreciate, and I kind of heave myself up,
Yeah.
and I start being
Oh.
like, oh, I appreciate your willingness to attend to me, but we'll make it work.
you
I'll say
find
this
some
too.
glasses and you like heat them to do cupping.
What's the What's the thing? The something fists?
Chiefest.
Southern
Fists
Fist.
of Chief.
No, it's a
if-
spell.
If you wanted to try to
Yeah.
compress that into a moment and do that quickly, I would let you all say
Flurry of fists.
flurry of
Flurry of
blows.
blows.
Flurry of blows.
Just start beating the absolute daylight.
Can I use
out of
an unarmed redirect energy?
Sure,
Or, like-
if you wanted to do something to try to like fix his body in a moment, in a very quick thing, I would let you do that with the risk of making it worse.
Oh no.
What's worse than 3 levels of exhaustion?
Four
Six.
levels of exhaustion.
More.
However,
More
like so,
levels.
there's some risk of failing. If you did it over like an hour of a short rest, there'd be no risk of failing, only good. But if you wanted to do this like a really quick, like, hey, let's see if we can like make this happen.
Like
you
a
could
Y, like a Y strap,
you-
like a Y strap of those chiropractor
You don't go
videos.
up on exhaustion, but you are now paralyzed.
So I've got good news and bad news. Which do you want first? So Tully explains that and says, like, up to you. I could at least like start and see how long it takes them, and then maybe you just have to stop.
I hand
and
him
not-
the bees.
Oh.
I just set the bees on like between his shoulders since he's face down. Just let the buzzing just.
I don't think we should spend effort doing this.
I wouldn't want to do it either.
So Pilgrim's gonna keep insisting like, I'm fine.
Okay.
Then we're gonna stand here, I guess.
All right,
Why still give him
Misery.
the bees?
Alright guys, you stand back
You're
and
up.
watch the master at work over here.
Right. I assume we waited
What's up?
until it was the perfect time.
Yeah.
So as soon as
Patrol
we
is
like see
between
them
shifts.
come around
Yeah.
the corner or whatever, and it's like, alright, here's the beginning of a couple minutes. I'm just gonna walk out like the guy, I guess it was Illusion, but the guy in the Dungeons and Dragons movie. And
Yeah.
Are you gonna sing? Are you
and just like be playing already.
What song are you gonna sing?
Oh, I don't have a song.
No, you do. We've talked about this.
I
This
don't-
is the perfect moment.
No, that doesn't
Yes.
make any sense.
No, it does.
Okay.
Do it.
We already sang that, I thought.
No, we didn't. This is the chance. This is the time.
I'm so under so much pressure because I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I'm just gonna walk out. I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna be going. I'm in the business of misery.
No,
Sing
you're
from the
singing
top.
it wrong. You're in the business of misery.
You're in the business. Oh, I'm talking to them already. Now you're deciding what's happening. Okay.
Oh my god.
What's going on?
Hey, Misery, what are you doing?
This is way too much. All right, I'm singing to myself because I don't know that they're there yet, right? And I'm just walking along and singing, I'm in the business of misery, the same room time. And then I see them. I go, oh, ahoy.
Flagship.
What? Good flagship to you.
This is a good flagship there. Yes.
Good Norman Peen. What is it?
What?
Willen?
They start to reach down for their short swords. And they're like, who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, don't mind me. My
dad owns a dealership.
They said, who are you?
Yeah.
My name is Reginald, and I'm just a wandering bard. I came down here for some tourism stuff, but would you guys like to hear a song? I've been testing it out, and I don't know if it's been well received yet.
How did you get in these walls?
Oh, I mean, I just came in. It wasn't very difficult. No one was guarding it.
You need to leave. Let's get him out of here.
Oh my
And
God.
then
What do you mean?
Oh my
Sing your song.
god. It's time to do it.
I don't know how you got back here, but you're not supposed to be here. We need to get you out now. And then one of them goes to reach for like a horn that's down to their side. Starts to pull that out.
I'm sad. I cast. I don't want to use stuff.
I make the smell of skunk at their feet.
Also, you smell bad, traveler.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Hypnotic Pattern
Okay.
right in their face.
What is the pattern? What are you doing?
It's mostly DNA.
What?
What's
You
happening?
asked what is the pattern?
Yeah, like, what are you going for? What's the spell effect here?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Or else?
On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for a minute.
And then what? They're just like distracted and don't do anything?
They are incapacitated and have a speed of 0,
Okay.
and they're
Your
charmed.
saving throw is 15.
Wisdom 15.
You see one of them just gets lost in the patterns and stuff that are flying in front of their face, and then their hands relax down to their side as the other one looks over at them. And that was the one reaching for their horn, but she, both women, she looks over.
Okay.
Yeah!
No horse patriarchy here.
Whoa.
And then the other one, who is not, you can see very obviously not in trance, just goes, "What are you doing? What is happening?" And then she like clocks you and she sees, "Stop that! Release her from that!" And then she goes to reach down for her horn as well. Do you do anything?
Just kill her.
Immediate reaction. You get 5 seconds to do something.
I go and I stab her in the face!
Roll to hit.
That was, can I see?
Should have just got charmed!
Wait it out.
Should have got charmed! Your fault.
This is your fault.
Stab her in the face.
You made me do this to you.
Joffrey!
Wait, was it a one?
Oh my gosh!
All right. Do we have a Joffrey
What
vote?
she
Raise your
made
hand.
Joffrey, or we die!
Norse Foundry's Boulder, thank you for potentially saving misery
Thank you,
here.
Nurse Boundary Boulder.
Look what you made me do.
Oh my god.
This is.
Ooh.
Is it plus
Me
5?
too.
Yep,
But you get
and
advantage,
plus-
right?
No.
Oh.
The advantage is reroll.
But it's also plus 8, so 21.
That hits. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Taylor.
Can I use it
But
for
that's still like
Taylor.
3 damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
she said
I'm
look
saying
what
look what you
do.
made me do, and it's a
Okay,
Taylor
okay.
Swift song, and you wouldn't know because you haven't seen Barbie.
Wait, why did I
Yeah.
roll a d20?
No, he's really pro-woman. All of his demons are women.
women can be lackeys too.
Wow, how
Yeah, they're called
feminist.
banshees.
Fine.
No.
10 damage.
Amen.
Wait, I can. I'll have to get it correctly. Okay, 10 damage.
Okay, cool.
Stab her in the face.
She. you do get a stab her straight through the chest, and you get it straight through. And, and then you rip the rapier back out, and she kind of falls back a bit, and she didn't get to reach down for her horn. Now we're gonna roll initiative, just you and her in this immediate space. We'll see if other people can get involved as well. But we didn't go through everyone getting closer at this point. It was
I
just
wanna do
Misery
my
kind of
horn.
walking up.
Maybe the skunk was a better plan.
Do you think you won her over? Meanwhile,
Oh, I already used my horn today.
We're si-
I think.
If I'm 60 feet away, can I be preparing something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Initiative?
This is not what I thought was going to happen.
I stab her in the face.
They were really not about me. I didn't get a roll or nothing.
Within the walls of the Citadel,
15.
somebody just being like, hey, I don't know how I got here.
Tourism! Well, I know we're thousands of feet underground, but
Listen, you're
I
up.
figured
Your
I'd
turn.
come looking.
15.
She's kind of stumbled back. She hasn't quite fallen, but you've ripped the rapier back out of her sternum. You're up.
This is graphic.
Can you imagine someone being like, hey, what are you doing? And you're like, well, gotta kill you now.
Gotta kill you.
This will show you to make
how'd
small
you get
talk.
here? How'd you get here?
Have this knife get in your face.
What's the other woman doing? Just kind of like
Oh, she's like
Looking at
completely
some
dazed,
patterns.
like kind of
Really?
drooling off to her side, just hands down.
Ew. Okay, I'm just going to... Man, I have no spell slots.
misery stabs in the
Cantrips.
face.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, I have one though.
Can the rest of us see this happening?
You're just like maybe, but like let's let him finish off his turn. We'll do a round of initiative before other people can respond.
I'm gonna do inflict wounds.
Okay.
Which is touch. I'm right up on her, so it's fine.
Yeah, you're touching her already.
Yeah.
Stab her in the face.
Right, just stabbing her in the face.
Yeah.
What is the plus?
Some would argue you inflicted some wounds.
8 plus 7 is 15?
That hits.
Yes. 3d10, boys and girls.
She's dead.
Is it cantrip?
Could be.
Where'd you
This is
cast
a, no, this is first level.
Okay.
I have 2 first levels left.
The patrol just comes around the corner.
Watch nothing even
She's
be
fine.
in this mausoleum. Watch the stick be in here. Grandpappy's stick is in this mausoleum.
They wouldn't guard a stick, although they did guard Shock.
Yeah,
So.
It's true.
Okay, 3.
I'm trying to say Jacques is
3.
worth as a stick.
I'm saying in the heat of battle, he's
11
equivalent.
damage.
His misery
He died?
removes his hand from her face as black purplish energy extends from his hand, and you can see her face is kind of age and decay from the contact from your hand and the spell. She then drops down to the ground as the other guard is just dazed in your magic. She drops down dead. She has not reached for her horn. She's not alerted other people.
Yeah, he killed her.
You have killed this guard.
You're the giant
With
purple
20
people eater.
damage? Basically 20 damage?
Yeah, 21 damage.
Yeah.
Oh my.
We could take
Wow,
it, guys.
women are pretty weak.
Talk about being in the wrong place.
Wow.
Died.
Yeah, that sucks. Sick. I turn to the guard and I go, cool, we took care of that. Good job. And then I
we
I feel like
did.
we run over. I would
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm
I would
running.
yell out to you guys anyway, like, hey, let's go in.
Shh, be quiet, there's still people patrolling.
Who's going?
The other guard, yeah, we took care of that. Let's go in. And then starts to kind of like walk with you all.
No.
Let us into the thing over here, please.
Of course. Reaches down, pulls out a key, opens up the stone door, and just kind of pushes it to the side. Let's go in.
They're not coming in with us though, are they?
Okay, they're charmed.
God, I mean,
For only a minute.
You're right. We should kill them. We can, you stay out here.
Okay.
Bye.
we drag the body inside.
Thanks. Oh, the body. Good idea.
Do they remember anything after the charm wears off?
So,
You create a twisting pattern of colors. We've seen every cue. The pattern to the mode advantage.
Yeah, probably not.
I
mean, it
charm
could
to
be
the charm
charm.
based while the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. I suppose she didn't really move around much after that. The spell ends for a favorite
Oh, she
creature if it
can't.
takes any damage or the creature is stupor. She'd remember that stuff happened beforehand. That like you cast this.
yeah, she probably knows that.
But she doesn't know we're inside the mausoleum.
Gotta go.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, great. We're inside now. The door's shut, right?
And we cleaned all the blood up.
Oh my god.
There was no blood because
Okay, she's perceptive and aware. She just can't really move or do anything. So you know that she has seen everything that you've just done.
Yeah.
So when
And
the minute wears
also,
out, she'll just be.
with her speed being 0, I guess she can't really let us in the thing. So I
Right.
probably just would take the keys and do it myself.
Okay.
And we
Great.
drag the body in,
And we go.
and I go, let's go. And
Ooh.
we hope that doesn't.
I'll be
Too
clear on
fast.
it because you'll know this. In a minute, she will be active and aware of everything that just happened.
Yeah, she'll
Great.
come after us.
Cool.
Or go get the guard.
Can we
need to
like
kill her?
Where is it? Where is
put
it?
something in the way or?
I have the keys. How freak can I find that?
Yeah. Can you lock it from the inside?
Yeah.
Felon
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a door.
Okay.
brings that person back to life,
Okay.
and am now controlling it.
Oh. Okay.
It's a fake guard.
That's great.
That's
These are the things we can do. She's very old now, though.
That's good.
She's now
Oh, she looks the same. We cleaned her up.
Did you get much older?
I had some bleach with me.
It's old dead guard.
Arms move like this. I'm fine.
Happy.
I mean,
Weekend
she's
birds.
freshly dead, so she has a little bit more muscle control. However, she's an obviously undead.
It's
like,
a real
Yeah.
weekend at Bernie's
She probably has like a purple haze around her.
Yeah.
Distance, she looks
So
fine.
you
You
have
look
an
different.
undead
You
guard.
look different.
A lavender haze. I've never heard the song, but a lavender haze.
Haze.
Oh my gosh.
I've never heard the song. It's
No.
not important.
So what are we doing? We're just going in, locking the door behind you, and
Yeah.
leaving the guard and the undead guard up there.
Now she's coming with
Bringing
me.
in the
She's
guard.
in.
In the distance, you see Tilly go.
Oh yeah, who's all going in?
And Pilgrim much slower.
I think just
I don't
Ellen and I
know.
because
Yeah, where the heck are you at?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought everybody was coming in.
No, they're staying outside in case it's a trap.
Okay.
And
Oh,
trying to help.
you're
said
paranoid.
this.
No, I thought it would just kill
Yeah.
me more, so I didn't.
But then she's gonna go get the guards, and we're gonna be outside getting swarmed
If we can
by-
see all of this, I think we would just follow them, right? Can we see this happen?
Well, that's what I said before. Of like, should we come in too?
I
And
feel like we would.
And
all
I
just
said
Well, I said
no
no.
in case it's a trap.
Oh.
And Tari's in there or something. And then,
Seems like a
well,
weird trap. I mean, we got the guard till I don't know. I mean,
You can disobey her.
that's true.
I don't make all the
Okay.
rules.
Tilly's gonna turn to Nina
Just
and say,
some of
and Gwen and say, should we go in?
I'd
say so.
Tilly's gonna say, okay, let's go. And go towards the door.
I told you guys to stay back.
I was too tired to remember that.
You might need us.
Well, now we have an undead guard and a person who's gonna remember what happened a minute ago. So let's see what's in here, I guess. I walk into the mausoleum.
Should we just like bind that other guard?
You act like we can't make mistakes, Sally.
I just
I
I
don't
mean,
know what's
Lorelei.
happening.
Do we still have that rope that almost killed me? We could just wrap up the guard.
Yeah.
That rope should die too.
Do something to the guard.
Or
Oh!
I could stab it with the spider fangs.
Yeah, we murder the guard or tie them up or do anything but just like let them hang out.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was getting yelled at for murdering people, but like, we want to murder?
We just need to. We could tie them up.
Tie them up.
Tilly's gonna try and chokehold her to like knock her unconscious.
Okay.
What check would that
You
be?
just do that. That's
I
fine.
do it.
That's pretty
She
easy.
just stands.
She's incapacitated.
Yeah.
So you're-
Okay, I
you're
knock her
well trained.
unconscious and I say, okay, let's go.
Okay.
And like pull.
All right,
We got
what's
30
in
minutes.
here? What's in the mausoleum?
What do I
Now that
s-
we've
what do we
locked
see?
the door behind us.
I pull the body into, or the, not body, but I pull the limp other guard inside as well.
And you pick up her walkie-talkie.
It's a
and say,
body.
Everything's
Yeah.
fine.
I say, we're all fine here now. Thanks. How are you?
Team C at the door of the mausoleum. Team C, please report in. Okay. When the door shuts, it's pitch black. So what are we doing light-wise?
I have dark vision.
You don't have vision.
Someone showed me, please.
Here you
Yo,
go.
bro, you got some tools? Oh,
Someone showed me.
Here you go.
you know
I generated a
Here.
little flame in my hand
Take
Okay.
it.
with
And
druidcraft.
I've eaten shrooms some more.
The whole place
Should
is
just be dim light.
Okay. Anybody else non-dark vision taking some shrooms?
I take my rope and tie the guard up that's unconscious.
Cool. Okay.
Does anyone else need a shroom?
Nope.
And I'm starting to feel kind of dependent on them.
Do you
I
need
feel
one?
more myself with them than
Do you need
without
one?
them.
Gwen.
I see blue in my dream.
No, I have
No, you have
I
dark vision.
have dark vision.
Great.
Anyone else?
What do we see?
You see the stairway descends down for another 40 feet before it then flattens out. And this is going down underground, pretty deeply, even under the walls. So this is not one small local room, but this is connected to, as you can see from this point, a more interconnected crypt that is underneath of the citadel and this land.
Tully says, how much time do we have until the next patrol comes?
A minute.
Probably.
Alright, so we gotta book it. Cause
Well,
then
they can't get in now that
They don't
now
know
that
what's
it's
going
locked. Now that it's locked behind us, they can't get in.
I hope not.
Right?
Well, they have keys.
They also have keys.
Well, then why were you like, oh, they can't get in, we have the keys?
Well, they won't care. They won't know anything's up.
I mean, they have to
The
roll.
guards are
something,
gone, misery.
They're not talking to each other.
Can you
They're gonna walk past to
prestidigitation
see that there are no
block?
guards.
Make it look different.
Does anyone have knock?
That's not how. They don't. Do they walk past each other?
Yeah.
Either way,
It's just whether, I mean,
The
either
patrol
way-
is going to walk past the mausoleum where the guards.
either
I thought we were in
way,
a circle.
we can't change it now. We should just kind of hurry, I think.
Yeah.
There were standing guards, and there were patrolling guards. Y'all killed the standing guard. And
The
we're gonna
patrolling
get
guards are
the
going
Oh,
to
I
walk
thought
past.
they were just patrolling. Okay, that's my bad.
Oh. I
They
thought
might
that
not
too.
see it because
You
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
They might not, but just in case,
Yeah, let's
I
go
say
down.
let's go.
Okay.
And I leave the unconscious guard because it's like if they come in anyway, they're gonna know something's up.
Okay. Heading down through.
But perceptively.
Yeah. Quickly and perceptively,
Cautiously.
or stealthily and perceptively?
Slowly, tiredly,
What does the party
perceptive.
think?
I think quickly.
Quickly and but
Oh.
stealthily or perceptively?
No,
You
quickly
can't
and
quick
stealthily.
and stealth aren't the same thing.
40 feet's not that long.
Quickly and perceptively.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Who's
I'm going slowly and
Sure,
Okay.
yeah. So who is leading the where we're going and what we're looking out for as you're storming into the mausoleum, trying to find Lilith and whatever might be coming?
Storm the mausoleum. I'll lead the way. Since I got us into this mess.
Okay, so
You're
I'm
also very
basically
perceptive.
asking two people for perception.
I'll be at her
checks.
6.
I'm back perception.
I'll take up the rear.
Okay, so Lorelith is doing a leading perception.
I'm back leading. I'm
Who else
leading
is
from
doing?
behind.
Who else is
I'm right
doing?
behind her.
Okay, great. So can you both roll a perception check?
Yes.
18 plus 6 is 24.
Okay.
Why do I always forget which one it is? There we go. 18.
18. Okay, great. So you both can get to a point where after you go down the 40-foot stairwell, then you can see this long hallway in front of you at a 60-foot chunk at the edge of your dark vision between the two of you. And then at different points branching off on both sides, there are thinner hallways leading through where a couple of different coffins and crypt, different gravestones and things are set up within the walls of this space that you are now charging through layer after layer of family and just historical markers and stuff of the people that have been a part of this family here. And as you are running through, then eventually you get to a point maybe 120 to 180 feet through this hallway. You get to a point where it does open up towards the end, and at the edge of it you can see where there's some magical runic circles on the ground that's starting to become clear, and then a figure sitting towards the middle of that, off and ahead. And so I'm alerting you to the point where you have just made that out of the periphery of your vision.
One figure?
Can I I have advantage on survival checks to track my favorite enemies.
Gods
Right.
and angels and demons.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to see if there's a god presence nearby.
Okay. Yeah.
She's trying to bring back Drenton.
Sure.
So I
Um,
want to see if it seems like she's close.
You also have that whatever that ping you've been using to try to detect things like
Yeah.
that, which would do the same.
Primeval sense?
Yeah.
Primeval awareness,
Right.
but I have to use a spell slot for it.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You're tracking then. Do a survival check. With advantage.
With advantage.
Pretty dang good.
Pretty dang good.
Cocked.
19
With
plus
disadvantage?
6.
Nice.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Um,
25.
Yeah, there haven't been any celestial movements or anything throughout the space, so you're not
Okay.
detecting any tracking of or signs of them.
Okay,
How close is everyone else to us?
great. Glad I did
They've been
that.
keeping up.
funny,
Yeah, you two just in the front with your eyesight kind of leading the way.
Damn. Because I killed my family.
Are they just standing there? Are their hands up in the air? Do we notice any?
You can hear a little bit of speech, and her hands are kind of down to the side, and through a moment of pause as you stop and the rest of the party kind of gathers up, and you know that this is Lilith.
Oh.
And then in that moment of pause, as the party then catches up as well, and you all kind of huddle together about 60 feet behind, you can see maybe from this vantage point, the space does open up a lot more, and you can see at least 4 other armed figures around her.
Guys, she's just meditating. Let's go back.
That's not what she's doing. You know that, right? All right. What do we do? I mean, she's meditating, but she's probably meditating on trying to. I tried to see if she's close by of bringing Drunton or any kind of gods back, and it doesn't seem like anything's nearby. But I don't think it's crazy to think that that's what she's trying to do.
Are the guards facing us?
Yes.
Investigate the runes, like from a distance.
Okay, from a distance, go ahead and do an Arcana check. I think actually a very easy question. How many people here speak Elvish?
I do, because I'm an elf.
I do not.
Okay.
I just speak Druid.
Oh, I do.
I speak Common, Deep Speech, Infernal, and Primordial.
Okay, so Elvish is specifically what I'm looking for.
That was
here.
an elective.
Yeah. Anyone else Elvish?
Yeah, I thought I spoke Dwarvish, but I speak Elvish.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Gotcha. Your Arcana check.
Oh, sorry. Boop-a-doo-ba-doo. Boop-a-doo. Well, not great. 14.
Okay, got you. Yeah, from this distance, you're not precisely certain of exactly what this does on the ground.
I recognize.
But you'd have to be closer. No, it's magical and specific. It's not Elvish language or anything like that. Gwendolyn and Lorelith, though, you can hear some of this bit of a prayer that Lilith is saying out loud. Can you both roll a perception check for me to see what type of language you're pulling out for it?
What type of language, even though you told us Elvish?
She's saying,
No,
"Oh,
specific
Daddy
words.
God."
Like what? In Elvish.
Sorry, perception?
Yes.
11.
I can speak Elvish.
Oh,
Thanks.
I was looking for it.
tired.
It's a 9?
in
It's characters.
languages.
Yeah, I found it.
Want to roll that thing?
8.
8,
11.
11.
I have disadvantage on this, Mason.
Yes, you do.
11. What kind of check is it?
Perception.
Oh, 21.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, a million.
Pilgrim lifts his face from the dirt.
They're saying.
Cocks his head.
He says, ah.
I can
Pilgrim only does pull out a couple of phrases from it. One you hear, Father, I hope that my venture down here does you proud and that you may see the moonlight once more. And then there in a bit, after that phrase, you can also hear, I'm willing to give my life that you may lead this family in the way that you would see fit. You hear both of those lines.
She's speaking to her father. Seems as if she hopes he might return, even if it means she does not. Is this a metaphorical father, we think?
Oh my god.
Is it her
It's straight up.
father who art in Abhorri? Hallowed be his name. Is that sacrilegious?
Yeah. Are we? How close are we to her?
Maybe it's
60 feet.
Brith.
Okay, so we can kind of talk to each other, whisper.
Could
I
be
don't
breath.
know.
Could be breath.
Maybe
Probably not
Brith.
breath. Maybe it's breath.
Maybe it's
I think
Brith.
we should like confront her.
Yeah, we
Just
probably
say,
have
like,
yeah.
15 seconds until
I mean,
the
there's
guards
6
come
of
in.
us.
Yeah. Let's just go say like, what's up?
Oh my god.
And maybe hold our sword at her face.
Yeah.
For all, we are still her trusted traveling companions.
Yeah,
but
we
this
can
was
say-
a guarded place.
We can say that we didn't go through, we were tracking Tari and followed her only.
Can
And
we?
They let us in.
Yeah.
We
can
could
we prepare in some way?
Warn her that we were leaving. We saw Tari's tracks and we wanted to make sure she was okay.
Okay, great.
From an ambush.
So we can kill some guards to get in here.
Yeah. So we
Someone
killed some
should
guards.
act like they're excited to see that she's safe. and say we thought Tari had found you.
Who's great at
Being excited.
deception or charisma?
No,
Ooh.
me. But I've failed at that so far.
Well, I mean, I'm exhausted, so I have disadvantage. I have a +2.
Oh, I also
But it's charisma at the same time.
So we can like agree if she's raising Jen, we gotta stop her, right?
Yes.
Are we in
I'm
agreement
prepared to
on
turn
that?
into a tiger.
At a moment's notice.
I'm
Or a
prepared to turn
skunk.
into a skunk and make
Gosh,
it
that was
smell
so dumb of
really
me to
good.
try.
Huh?
I realized that was so dumb of me to try because even any like charisma checks at all, I would have
Charisma, like persuasion.
like yeah, or
Deception.
I have +5.
no that
Deception.
deception.
You're
Or
so
charisma?
good.
I didn't
yeah.
realize I
Wait,
was so
what is
persuasive.
charisma?
Yeah.
Intimidation, deception.
So
All right.
what are we doing? Are we jumping into that?
We gotta confront her.
Who's gonna talk first?
But don't say it negatively.
Gwen.
Pretend like we're happy she's safe.
I feel like I should do it.
Okay.
Gwen.
we were
gotta be
chasing
Gwen.
Tari and
Wait,
she's
wait.
safe.
Sorry.
I'm gonna sit down.
Go for it.
I'm gonna be like,
Wherever we go, I'm going to sit
Normally
there.
very good at this.
I'm gonna
That one is prepared to wild shape.
That's a good
John.
note, Nemo.
jog up to Lilith.
Okay, as you get to like the edge of where this room opens up, so you're about 25, 30 feet away, you can
Yeah.
see the 2 guards on each side that flank her, and as soon
Yeah.
as you step in, 2 more on each side towards the
Oh.
start to reach out for swords.
Yeah.
You're up.
Yeah, and I'm like kind of frantic, like, Lilith, are you okay? We tracked Tari here.
What is happening?
Are there any, Lilith, are you okay? Are there any sources of water?
We've cleared the area. Everything seems fine. What are you and the rest of them doing here now?
We tracked her here.
Who?
Tari,
Into this building.
yes. Are you okay?
I am fine. I have not seen her.
That's,
You two go
concerning.
search the area.
yeah,
Have
we
you-
tracked her up to this point.
Okay.
But are all the water sources?
All of them have been cleared.
Okay.
I mind link with her. Tell her she incapacitated the guard upstairs.
Yes.
And kill the other one! We respectfully revived.
We. We let the guards know we had tracked Tari, and they hadn't seen any sign of her, but we tracked her here, so we wanted to warn you.
I appreciate that. We can handle it from here.
We're going to end up exactly where we started.
Her eyes are so small.
She's like,
She's
We're
like,
close.
much suspicious.
You can see that she is very puzzled by the situation right now. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Don't be suspicious.
We believe in you.
We already used the motor. No, we already used it. He's on the battlefield.
It was worth it.
Stabbed her in the face.
What you got?
It was worth it.
Plus 100?
Joey, what's to say?
It's gotta be in the teens.
50,000.
Teens.
It's just a picture of a baby. No, it's 5. What you got?
A 10.
Oh,
Plus 5? That's not bad.
Dang.
middling.
Gosh.
Middle of the
Joey, you
road.
were supposed to lie.
Alright, this is we're all gonna die, I guess.
I
Well done.
appreciate the warning and the effort you took to make it in here. Please remain until my guards return, and if all is clear, then... Did you get my message at the gate?
No.
We tracked Tari.
Stop, it's just one.
The message at the. No, your guards that we spoke to, they didn't. We tracked Tari's tracks.
We tracked your tracks!
It doesn't laugh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
We told the guards that we had tracked Tari here, and they kind of panicked. The guards outside here, no, there was no message. We gave them a message, if that's what you mean.
Did you stop by the front doors of the Citadel?
No.
Make a deception check.
I'm sweating.
Joey.
Joey, what the freak is it?
Joey.
Oh, I lied this time. 25. That's a 6.
Are you sure it's not a 9?
Yeah, it's underlined.
That's better.
+2.
But it was
No,
written the top
deception
was
is
underlined.
different.
Why is
Persuasion is different than deception.
Yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a different skill.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a different skill. I didn't know.
I don't want to say.
You see her just straighten up. Remain here until my guards return, and if all is safe, then you... If you would have stopped at the gate, then they would have told you. You are relieved of duty. I do not need your assistance or your defense any longer. I appreciate your message. I have it covered from here.
Oh. Well, did you get your grandpappy's
Please
stick?
just wait here until my guards return.
What do you mean? We're relieved of our...
But we're best friends!
As long as you're safe, but I thought
She just kind of sits back. She's not really paying attention
your
to your
grandpappy's stick. I don't know what this means for my future.
My career.
My LinkedIn profile is really depending on this.
The two guards come back. We do not find any signs of Tari Bod within this mausoleum, ma'am. I appreciate your warning. I will set some guards out on high alert. I will get them stationed. We will be fine.
Now that we're close, can I read the runes?
Are other people joining up
I was
towards
gonna say,
Gwendolyn now?
I was gonna. Where
I
is
made the joke about
everyone?
sitting down. We all probably would have moved
Am I
in.
alone?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we
I think
are.
so.
Okay.
And I'm looking around a lot.
I hand
as much
Lilith
as
the
I can with my
bees.
tired eyes.
Yeah, same.
You what?
I'm looking around with my tired eyes.
Okay. Perception with disadvantage. What are you looking for?
Signs of ritual, signs of anything naughty.
Okay.
Oh.
There's a
And
6.
do another Arcana check now that you're closer.
12.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Nothing really stands out to you. Like you're kind of out of your element for what
She,
any
like,
of this
at a
could
tomb?
mean. Is she at a tomb? Yes. There is a particular kind of coffin set up towards the opposite end of this wall where you all are situated. The runes that are on the ground are a teleportation circle, and with that as well, it is outgoing. And so it's very friendly. You can see that it has a good personality. It leads elsewhere.
Wait,
Gwen would have no
the
I said it's-
circle?
right?
I said it was outgoing, and then I made a joke.
It was a funny. They did a funny.
That it was recently made to take somebody somewhere else.
Gwen doesn't know that though, right? She just thinks it's to ward off sea bears.
Yes.
I don't recognize any connection between the scroll or the rod and these runes. Like,
I think the
anything-
scroll is also a teleportation circle. Is that right?
It's a
Or it's a
plane
planar shift.
shift.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
it's separate. It's different.
Okay, I can't tell it all where.
Mm-mm.
Tuli is kind of crouching, like investigating the runes, and she looks up to say, and she kind of like says to whoever's standing next to her, the party, and says, "It's a teleportation circle. Outgoing."
Do I, with my favored enemies and what I know of the world, do I recognize the runes or anything about the transportation circle or anything like that?
No. This has nothing to do with gods, angels, or demons, and is completely just magical in nature.
Okay.
It's not a summoning circle. It wouldn't bring anything in.
Just send
yeah.
stuff out.
Yeah.
And there's no guards in the room right now.
There's 8 guards in the room.
Oh.
Right
There's like
She
Yeah,
said 2 out, and they already came back.
Yeah, they left and they
That's
came
right. As soon as I said that, I was like, no, he said there were 4. And that was
And then there
also
were 4
wrong.
more.
4 by her, and then 4 kind of at the perimeter
Yeah.
coming in.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna say to her, like, what are you doing? What is this?
This is where
This looks
we
kinda wacky.
die.
Look, I have created some safety measures in case, just as you all were as paranoid as I was, if Tari came in here after me, I would be able to make a quick escape. I am here to become acquainted with my family members and be here for the first time among the dead that the South Coves have created. And so I wish to sit here and be in prayer and meditation that I may be at peace and understanding that these family members are gone, but also try to carry on the legacy that they wished to see in the future. That should be sufficient for hired hands. Contract is up, and I would desire you to go ahead and return back to your master Treya after the service at once.
Does she seem
At
earnest?
once. Yes.
Yeah. Can I whisper to somebody without her hearing?
Maybe.
Okay.
Say it first and then self-check it.
I want to whisper to Thule. Do we just confront her? Do we just say that we know that she's trying to do what she's doing? I mean, we're here.
Go ahead and self-check
They
it.
don't know that we know that they know that we know that they know.
We were here.
Brutal.
Is it a 1?
It's a 5.
It's a stealth check?
It's a
Boots.
stealth check.
No.
Oh, no,
The boots are attached, the leg bones attached to the
I
jawbone.
only get advantage. I only get advantage on stealth for trying to be not.
Whisper into
Put
the
the boot
boot
in your lip.
to her head.
Okay.
Alright.
You respond?
It is a 7,
Okay.
unless you are following the train of thought with the boots, and I can roll again for advantage.
But totally can respond.
Although this doesn't help, at the same time I'm saying, Lilith, you are so much more to us than a hired boss.
Thule is crouching down. She's staring at the circle. She hears Loreleth, and she looks at her companions. She looks at Misery, and she's trying to make eye contact with y'all. And she has a very grim face. She's clearly thinking about the consequences of Drenton, and if anyone shakes their head at her, otherwise she's gonna stand up and confront. So maybe you get that sense of she's about to be interesting, you saved legacy, kind of thing. So she makes eye contact with everybody.
I just kind of shrug.
I'm
Wait,
not
You
in
can't,
shift.
because you're on the ground.
Big
All
nod.
right.
We're here.
Yeah, from the ground. I
Julie
shrug.
stands up and she does fists and puts them on her hips in
Nice.
a non-charismatic way, and says to Lilith, Lilith, speaking of legacies, are you trying to bring back Drenton?
Whoa!
Oh, shoot.
It is no matter of yours what my long-term intentions are, nor what my intentions are here and now.
That's not a no.
And I'm not afraid to admit it.
Seems like an easy no. Well, here's what we're not afraid to admit. We are not going to let you bring back Drenton. So if that is your goal, we're going to stop you. Here and now.
In this moment, sure, a bit of honesty and straightforwardness would perhaps help relieve you of this anxiety that you have.
Okay.
What does that mean?
We're all ears.
Zolos was one of the great visionarian leaders of the West Cove family.
Zolas?
Yes.
Zoloft.
Zoloft.
Yeah.
X-O-L-O-S.
Do we know him? Or
I love
No.
Zoloft.
First
I know him very well.
First name.
Every
is
day.
Every
Was-
day.
okay, sorry.
Daily
Zoloft.
50 milligrams. Best friends.
Visionary leader.
I have the ability to bring back my grandfather and let him provide his leadership and wisdom and direction. Joey just said stick. And then he started laughing. And his ability to lead this family in the current turmoil that we face. His insight and ability to direct me as I try to repair the remains of my family after the South Cove's efforts. I am here to do that. I am here to discuss with him where I currently stand.
Why? Oh, go ahead.
Oh. Do we know what Pilgrim overheard her saying? Did you tell us?
Mhm.
I kind of go, Lilith, I want to believe you, but you haven't been entirely forthright with us about what's going on here.
You've been very not Flagship.
Yeah, you've been very not Flagship, if I have to
You've
say.
been quite the drag ship.
And now you're talking about bringing your grandfather back, but we do know that you just prayed. Prayed? Is that what she was doing? I don't know. You said that you were
Meditate.
trying to bring your father back, even if it meant you didn't make it back. So that doesn't really sound like a discussion to me, so much as like a plan of action.
Also, your father's not your grandfather.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mary.
that too.
Yeah. I was using the word father in the general sense as I was speaking to him and attempting to connect with him for the sake of the spell that I was talking about. With that in mind, I'm willing to give over my life for him to be back and lead my family in my place, which was something that I was willing to discuss with him. I will say this is the extent at which I'm willing to share with you, and you can see a little bit of magic start to glow at her fingertips, and as she does that, all of the 8 guards start to reach for their swords as well. This is the length at which you are welcome to be down here within my family's home, within this city that I'm, for the first time, willing to set foot in, and able to set foot in at your thanks, but your welcome is overstayed.
At the word of Drent, on the subject of Drenton, do we perceive any deception in her?
With what? With which line?
Okay, actually, no. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna look at my companions again and say, that's you guys.
Thanks.
And then I'm gonna say, unless you can guarantee us that you're not going to raise Drenton, we're not leaving.
Yeah.
I look at her and I shrug.
Picks his head up from
Yeah.
the dirt.
Seems like a simple no, and you're kind of dancing around it, girl.
And I definitely have a lot of spell slots left.
I have no intentions of the sort.
Deception?
What?
Disgrace?
And
We
then-
all roll perception.
Is she lying to us?
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, inside.
I too-
We're checking.
I too want
two people.
to.
2 people.
I
Who
have
has the
plus
highest
4.
insight?
I have plus
Don't make
3.
Neo do it. He has triple disadvantage.
Yeah, I have
4.
13 is mine.
Mine's plus 8.
You
Oh,
already
you do it.
rolled and you have
Dang.
13?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
And
so
I
only
have
one other
advantage.
person
Oh
can.
my
Go ahead,
god,
go
why
ahead.
did you do
Inside
that?
is 8 with advantage. Since
Julie looks at Thel and Nemo.
that's a 16 or an 18.
18 plus 8?
We look at y'all.
A 10 plus 8.
10 plus 8.
I have 18, yeah.
Okay, great. She's very hard to read. You're completely unsure.
Wow!
What about Nemo? Did Nemo get anything out of it?
13.
Yeah, 13.
Tuli's gonna say, if that's true, we'll get out of your hair. Why did Taribot say you were going to?
The leader of the army colluding with the South Coast, why would they tell you information that would pit you against me? Gee, I have no idea.
Okay.
All right.
Again.
Okay, well, before we leave, can I play you a song? I've been trying it on several people, and it just doesn't seem to go over well, but I feel like it might be more of your taste.
Nothing would make this situation worse for you and your
Okay, bye.
You're in the business of misery, singing like a clock. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I feel like I would have
Okay.
started backing away.
Yeah,
Thanks.
please don't kill us.
For your time.
We don't work for you, so we quit. How
We'll
about that?
just
Consider this our 2 weeks
Put
notice.
our 2 weeks notice now
we'll just
from 2 weeks ago.
get out of your hair.
Oh, wait, so you'll provide a reference for it?
Yeah.
Do we get our vacation time payout? Or
Okay, so you all walk about 200 feet down the hallway, back up the stairs. You get to the front doors where there's a tied up guard on the inside.
Kicker.
And the killed guard on the inside as
We're like,
well.
whoa, Tari. No, because we took
She's
the-
hanging out with us.
Yeah.
The killed guard.
Oh, the Killed Guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
All
we
interaction
left
there.
her in the tunnel.
Wait, yeah, I thought you, but for real, I thought that when we were leaving, you were like, we're gonna leave the undead guard here.
It's
I
fine.
don't even know.
It's fine.
Oh, actually, you did to be a fake guard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember we said.
And
Even
we
though
made a whole joke about her being
Oh
like,
yeah, that was when we made
what?
it.
I'm not. What?
Tori Bird's here. Yeah, I know the whole thing.
Great. And then you'll get back to the main doors. You're able to wait on your way out that you know when the rotation is going to be. They didn't seem to
Great.
stop or do anything. And then you have another like 2 to 3 minutes right here at the front doors.
Sweet. Okay, well,
Well,
I feel like we should go into that mausoleum right there and wait
Whoa. Why?
to hide and see what happens.
Do you think we should go? Do you sense any other tracks of Tari's around here?
I'd have to go back over to the wall
I say we see if we can
and
track her.
see if she came down.
We gotta
Yeah.
find her.
Okay. Roll a survival check. How long does your shift last?
I have to.
oh yeah, what are
I have
you
to find that one. What would that be under?
I might be able to find it.
It's probably done now.
I thought it was a minute.
Gone shifting. Be
The heck?
back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably. Yeah.
We
I
can
am
do
an
survival
elephant. Be back.
Be back as a skunk. Bye.
Yes, you smell terrible.
Yeah, it's done.
check. Okay.
Why does it always do that? 17.
Alright, as you all get to the mouth of the mausoleum, and Dallin traces back towards the wall to follow the tracks of Tari, it leads straight into the doorway that y'all had entered the mausoleum through. And that Tari is somewhere within that mausoleum.
We were right, even though we were lying.
Um,
Go ahead.
so I was gonna say, should we go back in?
Well, that's embarrassing. We can't go back
Wait, she's in the door we just left that goes down to where
Her tracks
Here's
lead
the other
into
thing,
the
right?
mausoleum.
Ta-
She's been unfound by the guards.
Let's
of
think
Lilith.
about what Tari's doing down there. She wants to kill Lilith, right?
That's fine at this point.
Yeah. We don't have any.
We've
Lilith-
been relieved of our duties.
She
We've
kills
been relieved of
Lilith.
our duty.
We
We
kill
kill
her.
Tari. That's
Yeah.
one less person for us to kill when she kills Lilith.
Yeah,
But what's her end game? Tari's trying to raise Drenton, I believe that.
sure. But Tari's trying to help Far Lane raise Trenton, right? Tari's trying to help the South Coves. So it would be more prudent for us to try to find the South Coves than to try to find Tari. Tari's a hired assassin. She's trying to kill Lilith and stop her from doing the thing before Far Lane can. Let's let them fight it out and die, and they're distracted, so we can go get the other stuff. And maybe we can rest first, because
Maybe we can take it.
They're gonna fight.
they're gonna fight. Obviously, if Tari's in there, that's what's gonna happen.
Tuli like has her fists on her hips again, and she's like kind of rocking on her heels, staring down,
charismatic.
and she's like, "You make a excellent point. I don't know how I feel if she's not trying to raise Drenton. I don't know how I feel about letting her die, but okay, whatever the group thinks."
I don't believe that she's not trying to raise Drenton, because when you asked the first time, she didn't confirm or deny it, and then you were like, "You're not saying no," and she was like, "And I'm proud of that," or something. She said something like that, along the
She said,
lines of
I'm
like,
proud to be
I was
here.
pretty confident that I couldn't tell. It didn't seem to me like she was lying. And I perceived very well.
That's true.
sure.
What are you talking
But
about?
she could also be very deceptive.
Okay.
She also might not. She may not be planning to bring Drenton back, but she's also willing to sacrifice her life for her grandpappy to come back.
Yeah, I don't know
And
that.
he might be willing. This might be a real like, I didn't do anything.
I don't
kind of
know that she
situation.
would tell her grandfather no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So-
good point. Okay.
I really think Tari and Lilith can fight it out, and if they both die, they both die. If one of them dies and not the other one, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It seems like the South Coves are a bigger problem. If you're true, if our true worry is Drenton coming back, right?
As much as I'd like to give Tari what's coming to her, yes, Drenton is the real problem.
So,
Okay.
And they are definitely against each other.
Yep.
So,
I hope so.
and we're
If they
against
team
both
up.
of them.
Oh, yeah.
That would be unfortunate.
Tari already tried to kill her once. Something tells me nothing has changed.
Kill her once.
So-
Shame on her.
Fair.
Kill her twice.
Let's take a
So
nap.
what's the
'cause that
current
means
plan?
She must have come back from the dead.
Go into the mausoleum and rest.
Yeah.
The other one with
Take
no
a long
guards.
rest.
There have been
Cool.
so many Fallout Boy references.
And if something happens, we'll be here to react.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. Well, let's end the episode then. As
All right.
we all skirt on over to the other mausoleum.
Grrr.
Is there any like treasure in there?
You have the key. A bunch of bones, honestly.
Wow.
You have the key to get into it, and so
Thanks
you
to me.
unlock the door. Who is on guard to watch the external happenings from the
Not
mouth
Pilgrim.
of this mausoleum?
I
Pilgrim's
can
sleeping.
do that.
Hmm?
I can
Should we do
that.
shifts so that you
Okay.
can long rest?
I'm like doing great.
Are we
I
doing?
definitely need
We're
to
doing a
long
long
rest.
rest. I might as well.
I'm just setting us up to have the party inside, resting among the dead, as one person is standing by the doors watching outside.
Because I might just do a tiny hut.
I will
Okay,
stand
here's
by
my
the door.
question.
Okay, so
don't-
Gwendolyn watching through the doorway
That's fine.
as the rest of the party begins to lay out bedrolls in a tiny hut, keeping her eyes outward. We'll end the episode there. With
Pilgrim can finally stop being in the half cobra
Oh, wait.
yoga pose that he's been
I don't
in
even know
every
if I
time he
can.
like raises his face from the dirt.
I can't.